everyone. Good evening, and welcome once again. This is day two of Java programming zero to hero, right? I hope you, everyone, maybe if anyone attending for this session for the first time, I think might have. I hope that you might have also watched the previous session because that would help a lot to all of you. Okay. Anyway, guys, hi everyone again, and good evening. I welcome you all to day two of Java programming zero to hero, right? So, yeah, hi Raisha, hi Ayan, hi Prabhat, hi Tejas. Yeah, Tejas, sorry, like I was late by 1 minute. I actually we streamed it live at before 7:30, but I think there was some network issue or something. It didn't go live. It went live by 7:31. Anyway, I'm here already. We can start the session. So hi again from my side. Okay. So now what we were discussing is in the previous session we were discussing about the basics of Java, like how to write a code in Java, the basics of oops and like oops concept. We discussed what is class and object, and we also discussed instance variable and static variable. Right. In this class, what I'll do is I would like I've kept some topics in the list. Like we'll talk about the data types. It will take just 5 to 10 minutes. What are the different data types? We know already the data types in C, C++. So it's very similar to that. What data types we have in Java, we'll discuss that. We'll discuss packages, we'll discuss access modifiers. Okay. And then I will talk about the static methods. That's what I've kept for this class. So without wasting any more time, let's get into it. Let's actually I'll be sharing a VS code with you all, and we would start learning all this stuff. Okay, right? Okay, let me share you all. Just a moment. I think my virtual code is stuck for a moment. Yeah, that's fine. Let me share it with you all. Please confirm me, guys, whether it is visible to you all. I have shared a screen, the VS code actually. Please confirm once it is visible to you, and then I'll be starting it. Okay, fine. So these all things we had discussed yesterday, and we had stopped our discussion at this point where we discussed the uses of the instance variable and the static variable concept we had discussed. We had written this code and we had printed it out, right? Okay, we already have done this basically. So if you want me to run this code once again for your sake, guys, I'll just run this once again. Java C and day one dot Java C. Okay, I think I should get into the batch two. Then I can do Java C day one dot Java. Okay, fine. And what is the class I need to execute? Test drive. Fine. Let it be compiled successfully first of all, and then I'll run it. Fine, there is no error, so it's correct. Java test drive. Yes, this is what I need to call. And yes, I'm getting the answer. Like x is 20. For OB1, I'm getting x equal to 20, y equal to 70. For OB2, I'm getting x equal to 40, y equal to 70. Also, I left out one thing. If I call here OB3 dot show, so I'll get here x equal to 20, y equal to 70, x equal to 40, y equal to 70, and then x value would be, I think we had stored 50 there. So that's what we'll get here. Yeah, so okay, we have taken 10 there. So okay, OB1 data is this, OB2 data is this, OB3 data is this. So for all this object OB1, OB2, and OB3, we have the same value for x. We have different value for x as their instance variables, but we have the same value for y because everyone is sharing the same copy of the static variable. That is what is meant by static variable or class variable, right? Now today what I'm going to do is I'll be creating day 2.java file where I'll be discussing the today's content, guys. Okay, I hope everyone is here. So please let's start with a bang, guys. Let's like have let's spam the comment right now, guys. Let's maybe put all your favorite emojis. By the time you put favorite emojis, I'll just quickly cover up this. I think some people are saying to recap. I think I just did that. I just did recap of the static variable and non-static variable. I have here three objects. Okay, X are non-static variables. So we'll have different copies of X for different variable, but actually Y is static variable. So all the object will have the same copy. They would share the same memory of Y. If you change anything in Y, all other object will have the changes that they would also get affected. Like here you are storing 30 first. So all the object will have the value of Y as 30. Then you are storing 50. So all the object will have the value of Y as 50. Then you store 70. All the object will have the value 70. Finally, value of Y is 70 for all these object 1, object 2 and object 3. They will have the value of Y as 70, guys. Because Y is static variable, so only one memory is allocated. That is being shared with all the object. But that is not the case with X, because X is non-static variable or instance variable. For every object, they have their separate own individual copy of X. When you store 20 in OB1 of X, so 20 is stored in X of OB1 separate. 40 is stored in X of OB2. 10 is stored in X of OB3. That's why you are getting this output actually. Okay, right? Y value would be same for all the object, but X would be different. So that's a quick recap of previous session, guys. Yeah, I see now people are putting their emojis actually. Yeah, Shweta, yes, actually there was some issue with the community, Shweta. I think you might have received a mail. I just like figured out that thing yesterday, and I have asked all like to increase the deadline of the assignment submission, and I think might have received a mail or something, or maybe in the all detail post it might have been updated. Please check once your mail, Shweta. Okay, that's what I have asked them to do yesterday. Okay, you can also refresh the page and all. I think the all detail post has been updated with the day 2 and day 3 assignment. Please check it. We have already like deadline. We have increased the deadline, Shweta, by I think 2 days. That's what I remember I had asked. Okay, so don't have to worry. I think the deadline has also been mentioned. The new deadline is also mentioned in the community. Check it there. Okay, guys, fine. Let's now move on to this day 2, and I don't need this. I'll be removing this part. What I'll do now is we would discuss first of all about very quickly about we'll discuss data types. It's basically same, guys. Whatever we have discussed, like we know, right? C plus and all. So we have primitive data type or built-in data types or fundamental data types. Okay, right? And we have non-primitive data type, non-fundamental data types. Okay, so what are the primitive data types? Integer, character, float, then we have double, we have boolean. Okay, all these are primitive data type, right? Okay, int, char, float, double, boolean, all this stuff. We also have byte, we have short, we have long. Okay, so all this you can take it as the data primitive data type. And if you talk about the non-primitive data type, we have array, we have string. Okay, right? Even you can say class as a non-primitive data type. These are non-primitive data type and these are primitive data type. We know what int does, what char does, what float does, what double does, what booleans does. It stores true and false value, right? Byte, it stores one byte, result of one byte. Short is a shorter version of integer. Okay, right? Integer would be, if you talk about integer, let's say it will take 4 bytes, or short will take 2 bytes. The range of the short would be less. Similarly, range of long would be more than the integer, kind of that way, guys. It works actually. Okay, you can always check it back. These are like very similar things. You already know about this. It's similar to C++. These are data types. Okay, so these are the various data types which we can use to create variables in our class to store different type of value. If you want floating values to be stored in your data members of class, then you can create a float variable. Like in the previous day here, okay, here I had created x of integer type. You can here create float x, so you can store float variable. So this x is data member. You can also call it as data member, right? And this show, you can call it as method member, because they are member of the class. That's why I'm using this term member along with that. So these are the various data types, guys, primitive and non-primitive data types, which you can use. Okay, yeah, it's completely free into. Vaishali, attendance link is same. You can find it in the description. You can check it out. Anyway, maybe within short while we'll also post it in the chat. Okay, fine. So these are the various data types, and we already have seen this class. We already have seen string actually. I'll come to this, guys, later. First of all, let me start with the packages actually. Okay, then I'll come to the string. Everything is related. That is why I'm going in a particular sequence, guys. So right now I'm discussing packages. What actually do we mean by packages? It's just like folder, guys. Just consider a folder. In a folder, what we store? A folder can contain either subfolders and some files. Similarly, here packages will contain either sub packages or some class files. Okay, so it consists of sub packages and class files. So class files and sub packages are stored within a package. It's just like a folder, nothing else. It's just like a folder. It is used for organizing the files and all, and organizing the sub packages and all. Right? That's the whole purpose, guys. So there are two types of packages. Okay, built-in packages, which is already there, which is predefined, built-in, right? And then we have user-defined packages. User-defined. Fine. What are the various built-in packages we have? We have lang, we have util, we have SQL, we have AWT, we have NET, and much more, guys. There are a lot of, let's say, IO we have. Okay, so these are some of the built-in packages. It is already there, predefined in Java. Got it? Shivaram, you check the community group. Okay, it is supposed to be in the community group, right? You check it, refresh the community group link, and you'll find it there. Amar, which one? Like, I could not get your question. Different between primitive. Primitive means it is already there. It is built in. Okay, it is there, fundamental and all. Everything is built in. Primitive is fundamental. Like using that, other things are actually created. These are the very fundamental data type which would be stored, which you would store, which you would use to store the integer values, floating point values. Okay, the primitive values you will store using that primitive data type. But talking about these arrays and strings and class, these are non-primitive. Arrays will not store only one value. You can store multiple values. Similarly, string is it is not a single value. It will store multiple values. Similarly, multiple characters actually. Class, we have already seen in class we can have so many of members, so many data members we can have, some methods we can have. So those are non-primitive. These are single value, like this data type, this would store single value. Okay, one value they would store. Okay, great. Yeah, Navin, it is already posted in the community. Okay, it's already posted, Navin. You can just check the community group. It's already posted. So user defined means packages which we would create. I'll show you how to create our own package. User defined means user creates it, and I'll show you how to create package later. But let's talk about this built-in package, guys. So in this built-in package, actually, you need to remember this lang is the default package. Okay, for all these from all these built-in packages, lang is the default package. What do we mean by default package? What is the importance of default package? So let me tell you guys, this lang package, as I've already said, what package contains? Either it will contain sub packages or it will contain some class files. So basically, in simple language, it contains classes. So in lang, we have this string class, we have this system class. Okay, we have what is that? Math class and something more, like so many other classes we have. Okay, if you talk about util package, we have this arrays class, we have a scanner class, and some other classes are also there in util package. Okay, if you talk about IO package, we have a print stream class, print stream. Okay, right? Print stream class. Also, we have input stream class. So these are some of the classes in these packages actually. Okay, different packages contains different classes in them. Okay, right? Uh, Please check those of all of you, those who are complaining about assignment mail. Don't get, actually you should be looking for the community. It's only the case of particular DSA thing I had asked to send mail, but I think now it is sorted in the community, so it might not have sent. Just check the community group, it's updated, guys. Okay, so yeah, so lang package is called the default package. Some of the classes which are present in lang package are string, system, math. Obviously, there are some other classes also. Util package contains this arrays and scanner. IO contains print stream, input stream kind of classes, right? So what is the difference between this default package and other packages? So guys, let me tell you, if a package is default, here lang is package, default package, so you can use string, system and math class directly. But if you want to use class which is present in a non-default package, then you cannot use it directly. I'll just give you an example here. See these guys. Okay, maybe this is a class. Okay, I'll just go with the test only. Okay, right? So I'll just write simply main. That would do my job. Okay, right? And let me print here something. Whether this work here? I think yes, it's work. Hello, coders. This is what I want to print. If you see here, guys, this string, I'm directly writing string. It is actually an array of strings. Okay, I'll talk about this. Just give me a moment. Command line argument. This is command line argument. I'll talk about it. But for the timing, just see that I'm using string. I'm writing the name string directly. I don't have to do anything much. The reason behind this is string is present in lang package, and lang package is default package. So if you want to access any class of default package, you don't have to do anything. You can directly access it. Okay, got it? No, assignment is already posted, Sama. Okay, if it has not been done, Sama, don't worry about it. I'll after this session you will get both the days assignment. Anyway, you have time for assignment deadline, right? Don't worry about it. Yeah, so let's see, after this class I would update both assignment. If it is not there, I'll update both assignment for today and for yesterday. Don't worry. Okay, fine. So my point here is I'm using string directly. I don't have to use anymore. The reason behind this is string is present in lang package, and lang package is default package. That's why I'm able to use string directly. But see here, guys, one more thing, guys. Don't I think I have already told this. Okay, follow this exact syntax or a signature of main function. Okay, string array should be there, array of string should be there. It's not important, like you can put this bracket here. This is fine. So you put bracket after args or before args, that is not a problem, but having it is important, because it is saying that okay, you have an array of strings. That is a syntax, that is a signature of main function. Otherwise it would not recognize your main function. Okay, it will not work in that way. So you have it there. I'll come quickly, very quickly here. What is this? Why we need this and all? But for the timing, just understand string we are able to use directly because it is present in lang package, and lang package is default package. So if you want to access any class of default package, you can directly access it. Okay, right? Now with this code, I want to discuss about how to take input, Java program. Okay. NEPs, okay, you can use directly VS Code, but yes, for running this code, I have used some extension. But anyway, I have already shown in the previous class. You can always run the code in the command prompt. So I'm taking here a variable, let's say X or something. I want to take input, guys. Okay, I want to take input to this X. So how to take input? For that, I need to discuss here two things. Okay, so there is a scanner class, guys. I already said it before. There is a scanner class which is present. Scanner class. This is present in util package. Okay, this scanner class, it contains many functions actually. Okay, some of them are next int. Okay, then we have next float, then we have next we have also next line. Okay, these are some of the functions. So what this next int does, it takes integer input. Okay, this takes floating point number, float input. I'll just write floating point number input. This takes a line input, entire line as input, entire line as input. You can also like assume it to be like you take string input to take input. If you want to take a string input, you use next line method. These are methods. These are members of guys scanner class. Okay, by using scanner by using this next int method, I can like I can take input to X. So I can just write X equal to next int, and this will take input, okay, to the X, right? And here I can just print the data here. I'll come to it, guys. It's not completed yet. I'll come to it. Data, and I want to print the value of X here. That's it. But I have said, please mark my word, I have said that this nextInt method is member of scanner class. So without, if I want to access any feature of a class, I cannot access it directly. I need object of that class, right? So first of all, we need to create object of scanner class. Only then I will be able to use this nextInt by using that object. So let's create scanner class object here first of all. So scanner, maybe SC object name equal to new scanner. Okay, so now I have object of the scanner class. So through that object, I can access nextInt, right? Okay, I hope everyone understood up to this point. I want to use this nextInt method to take integer input, but nextInt method is of scanner class. I cannot use scanner class members directly. I need object of scanner class. So that's why I'm first creating scanner class object and then accessing nextInt method using that object. Okay, next point is scanner is not present in lang package, guys. It is not present in default package. It is actually present in util package, and util package is non-default package. Okay, got it? So I've already said if you are trying to access any class which is in a non-default package, you cannot access it directly. String, we are able to write it directly because string is present in lang package and lang is default package. But this is not the case with scanner. Scanner is present in util package and util is not a default package. In order to use scanner, you have to import that package. So write import java.util.scanner. You are importing, guys, you are importing the scanner class. You are saying, okay, I'll be using scanner in this code, so import it, because it is not a default package. It is not by default imported. Okay, there are two ways, guys. In this way, you are actually importing only the scanner class. But let's say you want to use many classes of util package. You can also write star. Star means when you write import java.util.star, you are importing all the classes of util package. But right now, I don't need all the classes of util package. I just need the scanner class. So why to import everything? Let's just import the scanner class here. So you need to import scanner class in order to use it in your code because it is present in util package, which is non-default package. Okay, right? Just one more thing you just assume here, guys. Just remember this. This code will not actually work right now. Okay. For the time being, just remember this. I'll later make you understand why we are writing this. You need to mention something called system.in as an argument here. I'll talk about it later. Right now, it is not the correct moment to understand it, but as in when in the next class, you'll understand this, guys. So this is the whole way in which you can take input in a Java and print it, right? Okay, let me save this code. Let me execute this code, guys. So I hope every other code I have, okay, I don't have any code other than this. Fine. So I'll just use it up. Okay, fine. Now, is there any error? Let me compile it now. Let's see. Java C, it is day2.java. Great. Okay. Now Java test, I think the class name is test. Yes, let's execute this code. I should get, like, it should ask me for input. I haven't, okay, 20 maybe. And yes, I got data as 20. For the, maybe I just write enter the value. Now it would be better. At least we'll get an information, one prompt. Just it will prompt me to take input. Now it is like rotating the stick in the beating around the bush. It happens kind of this way. So I'm just putting a statement here, enter the value, so that we would have a better clarity right now. It is asking me for enter the value, and let me take here 20, and yes, I'm then getting data as 20, right? So I've successfully taken input an integer, and then I'm able to print it. Okay, right? Yeah, will Akshata will come to that point in this class itself. Will come to that point. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we now understand, we now know how to take input in Java, guys. Okay, right? We to take integer input, you need nextInt method, but nextInt method is member of scanner class, so you need scanner class object in order to access it. So that's why you create scanner class object, but then scanner class is not present in lang package, so that's why we imported it first. We import it. Scanner is present in util package, so we import it first, then we use it to create object. And for the time being, just remember this one. I will explain why we need it in the next class. Okay, we are not in a position to understand that right now. Let it be. I hope everyone understood how to take input here, how to use scanner and all. Okay, everyone, guys, please check the community. It is there, the assignment, also the material for the day one. It's there already. Okay, first question was the difference between interpreter and compiler. Second was a program, actually, which you can surely work it out after this class. You cannot take integer input without nextInt. There are other methods, but I'm using here scanner class. You can also use other buffer reader, something, other methods are also there. Anyway, process is same. You have to like use methods of other classes, and that is not present in the lang package. It would be present in either util, or it would be present in IO package. So you have to import that first, and then like create object and use them. Process would be same, Mohammed Sharif. Okay, right? Anyway, you need a method. You don't have any method in lang package to take input, so you have to import it anyway. This is the best and the most commonly used method, nextInt, to take integer input. Remember, nextInt only takes integer. If you want float, you go for next float. If you want character, go for next char. If you want string input, go for next line. Like, I'll just show you. Let's say I have a your string name. Okay, let's say I have a string variable name. I want to take input. Enter the name. I don't want println, I just want print. Okay, right? So name equal to sc dot next line, because I want to take entire line, entire string as the input. So I'll be using here next line method. Okay, So maybe we can change this X to roll number actually. That would make more sense. Roll number and name of a student. That's what we are taking as input here. Okay. So enter the value in place of value. We can write here roll number. Okay. And finally, what we can do is we can print here roll number is roll and name. Okay, name is name. That's what we can do it. Maybe I want to print in the next line. So slash n, I will write here. Okay, so I want to print roll number and name of a student here. That's what I'm taking here input. Let's execute this code, guys. Okay, I'm taking an integer input roll number. I'm taking a string input here name of the student. Okay, right. Let's execute this code. Let's execute this code. Yeah, compile this Java C day2.java. I hope there is no error. Let's hope. Yeah, there's no error, guys. Java, then program is test. The class name is test. Okay, let's execute. It is asking me to enter the roll number. Let's say roll number is 12. I'll hit enter. What happened? It didn't wait for me to take the input for name. It just taken up something. It is printing me roll number 12 and name. There is nothing. What was the issue? We did everything correct. We have taken integer input. We have taken string input, but even then I'm not able to take input. It didn't wait for me to take the input. Okay, so this is a common mistake, guys, we do. Okay, you need to understand here one thing. Whenever you are doing a long program, and if you come across this situation where you have to take a integer input, and if you want to take a string input, okay, what happens here is, see this, when you are taking integer input roll number equal to sc dot next int, if you take integer input and after taking 12 I hit enter, right? When I hit enter, that enter means slash n. That slash n is being stored in name. So basically it's not like it is not printing anything, it is actually printing slash n. It is taking you to the next line actually. Okay, that's the whole problem here. So whenever you come across this situation, right, you are taking integer input, and after integer input if you have a string input, so when you take 12 or 15 and then you hit enter, right, when you hit enter, that is slash n actually. Slash n is being stored in the string input, so you need to get rid of that slash n. Okay, got it? Sama, okay, I'm not very sure what you are asking about. Anyway, I'll look it out. Maybe I'll complete this. Let me finish this up and I'll then say. So I hope you understood the problem, why it is not waiting for me to take the input. As soon as I take input here 12 and if I hit enter, that slash n is being taken as the input here. So you need to consume that slash n, guys. By what? Just write next line here. It will consume that. What do we mean by next line? Next line means it will take entire input unless or until a slash n occurs. So it will take that slash n, it will consume it, and it will then wait for us to take input for the next string. Okay, please remember this. This is the common mistake which we do a lot. This happens in C++ also. This happens in C also, guys. Same thing. Now see, maybe 12. Now see, I have typed 12. I'll hit enter. That slash n would be taken by this one now. Okay, this would consume that, and then it will wait for us to take input for the name. That's it. That is the whole thing I'm doing here. See, that slash n was consumed by this next line. Now this is waiting for me to take the input for name. So I can take here maybe Roshan. See, I'm getting roll number 12 and name as Roshan. Now my code is working perfectly. Clear? Everyone talks about Python, but if you go to industry, everyone is using Java in the backend. Okay, Python is used, yes, for data science, machine learning, and all those stuff. But in the backend world, it's still Java is the king right now. Okay, anywhere you go, if they want security, they would put Java patch for security. Yes, exactly, Akshata. Yes. Okay, that slash n we need to consume. Otherwise, that would be taken as the next input. Okay, right? I hope everyone understood this question, this problem, guys. To just to take input, integer and string. When you take string and then integer, this problem won't happen. But when you take integer then string, this problem would happen because after integer you are hitting enter. That slash one would be taken by the string input. Okay, because that would be a character actually. Yeah, you can use string input. Yeah, input stream reader and buffer. Yes, you can also use that. Yeah, you can use here. I've used right slash n for the next line. Okay, you can use everything what we are using in C or something. Slash n means next line, so it can be used here. Okay, right. So now we have finished with the input and output stuff, guys. We now know how to input, take input and print thing. Now I will. So we are now clear with the built-in packages, how built-in packages work, what is default package, and what happens when we want to use a class which is present in a non-default package. We have to import it, right? Now I would discuss about what is that? I will now discuss about user-defined package. How to create user-defined package in Java. Okay. Yeah, yes, you can use. They would provide you the version. You can choose and you can use. Right. Okay. I think mostly it is preferred for Java 8. You can actually start working on Java 8. Yes. Okay. Why do we use scanner, Jakia? Because we needed that nextInt function to take integer input, and nextInt method is actually a member of scanner class. That's why we use scanner. We need object of scanner class there. Yeah, Ashifa, good evening. Right, now let's learn how to create our own package. Whatever we discussed, those were actually built-in packages. It was already there. Let's now create our own package, guys. How to create our own package? I'll show you. Test. Okay. Main function, let's take it. Okay, fine. So I'll just write here. This is package. I'll just print this thing. But we haven't created the package yet. How to create package? It's simple, guys. Use a keyword package and put a name, whatever name you want. Maybe we will name it as okay. We are doing zero to hero program, so maybe we can write zero to. Okay, let's not put zero to hero. It would be long. Just put hero. Even I think I have used the same name in the previous batch. So we can write here package hero. I think it is not there anywhere. Yeah, package hero I can go with. This is where you create package. Yeah, package hero. I have mentioned the name as package hero. That means you want to create a package with the name hero. Okay, what happens here? Let's compile this code, guys. I hope every other code I have commented. Otherwise, it would create a problem. Yeah, there is no more code outside. This is the only piece of code we have outside. Then compile it. Java test. Oh, sorry. Java C day2.java. That's what we need to compile it first. When I compile it, there is no error, but you see here there is no package created. When package is created, it would seem like a folder would be created with the name hero, guys. But as you see here there is no package, no folder created here. You can see only we have day1.java, day2.java, and class files actually. That means this is not correct. Okay, um, we have not created actually the package. Okay, maybe I can name the class as test package actually. So how to create package? Whenever you want to create package, this is not the correct way to compile. If you want to create package, guys, you need to follow a different command to compile. Okay, right? Got it? So how to do it? See, Java C hyphen D stands for directory. Okay, then you need to mention the location where you want to create the package. I will create package in the same directory, so I'll just put dot means current place, current directory. Okay, right? Then you mention the file name day2.java. Please focus here, guys. Please know the syntax actually very clearly. Java C, okay, space hyphen D stands for directory. Then you need to place the position, relative position where you want to create the not relative, the position where you want to create the package. If you want to create in D directory, you can mention there D dot slash some folder. But I want to create here itself in the same directory, current place. So I'm putting here dot, and then the file name day2.java. Now mark here in the batch 2. When I execute, when I compile this code, if everything is correct, there would be one more folder created with the name hero. Let me hit enter. Just mark there here. See, guys, I got a hero folder here. This is actually a package, and within that hero I got this test package class, this class I had created. So this is the way in which you create your own package. And when you create package, whatever class you have mentioned, that class file would be generated inside that package. This is how you create user defined package, guys. Okay, how to execute? If you now write Java, what is the package? Test package, right? So test package. If you write Java test package, obviously it will give you error. It says could not find or load main class test package, because you are searching here actually. Test class package is not here. You have to mention whenever you have created package, in order to execute that class, you need to write the package name dot the class name. That test package, then it would run, guys. See, I'm getting the output as this is package. So I'm able to successfully execute the code, this class test package, which is in hero package, which is inside hero package. So this is how you create user defined package. This is how you generate, you create package, and this is how you execute the classes in the packages. Okay, this is user defined package, guys. Yeah, Akshata, yes, in terminal, via terminal will create it. In Eclipse, you just mention there and create it. Okay, but normally yes, by command prompt we do it. Okay, to terminal or command prompt, I would say. Great. Yeah, Sama, you were asking some question beforehand. I waited like to finish this up. What was your question? I think I'll lose it. I'll not get it anymore. That question. Could you please repeat? I can't get it anymore. Okay, fine. Anyway, if you get the doubt again, you just ask me. We'll proceed. Now, so we now know about user-defined packages. We now know about built-in packages. So package stuff is technically completed. Okay, right. Fine. Now let's we are talking so much about this packages and all. Okay, the next thing I would discuss about access modifier, this public private which we are seeing, and some people were asking about it. I'll cover that right now. See there, guys, see it. So right now the topic which we are trying to cover is, it's very much important as far as oops is concerned, as far as Java is concerned. That is access modifiers. Okay, what are the different access modifiers? Might have heard already. We have public modifier, access modifier. We have private access modifier. We have protected access modifier. We have default access modifier. Okay, we have uh, public, private, protected, and default access modifiers. Okay, right. You want attendance link? Attendance link is there in the description, guys. But anyway, okay, let me just put it in the comment. I'll pin it for you all. Just give me a moment. What is the reason of putting two dots in the system.out.println? Okay, let me check what you are asking about. Just give me a moment, Sama. So this is your attendance form link, and let me just pin it in the comment. Yeah, it's pinned. Fine. So you are asking me what is the point where I have put double dot. I don't see. This one you are saying. This is the string I want to just print. I want to show this way, roll number dot 12 and name colon Roshan. So that's why I put there. Nothing else. Okay. If you are asking about a double quote, that's only because of string. I meant that as string, so string is enclosed within double quote. That's why I've used there. Okay, so access modifiers, guys. What do we mean by access modifiers? Access modifiers means these are some kind of modifiers. Okay, modifiers means the one which modify the default behavior of something. They are called modifier. Okay, why they are called access modifier is they modify how a member is being accessed, or they even say, or they define how a member can be accessed. Is being accessed, instead of that I can write, actually better would be can be accessed. How a member, okay, how a member can be accessed, that's what they define, that's what they modify. They modify a member in such a way that it would define how we it would define how member can be accessed in the class, outside the class, somewhere, anywhere. How can we access? Okay, so I'll just write here, instead of modify I'll just write a define. They modify they modify the default behavior of the members. Okay, they define how a member can be accessed. So we have this access modifiers, actually types, I will say. We have public, we have private, we have protected, and we have default. So what is public? If you make a member public, you can access anywhere. Can be accessed anywhere. Okay, public property. Just think of that, public property. And if it is a private members, guys, can be accessed only within the same class. Okay? Private members can only be accessed within the same class. What about protected? If you are making a member protected, I'll tell you guys how we can make a member protected, how we can make a member private, how we can make a member public, how we can make a member default. I'll talk about that. Let's first understand what happens when a member is public, when a member is private, when a member is protected. So when a member is protected, what happens? That member can be accessed. Okay, see, public can be accessed anywhere. Okay, anyone can access, public member can from anywhere. Private member, it can only be accessed within the same class. When a member is protected, guys, obviously it can be accessed within the same class, but other class also can access protected member within the same package. As we already have discussed, a package can contain multiple classes files. Okay, so another one class can access another class protected members in the same package, within the same package. Also, guys, if a class is present outside the package, let's say we have a okay, for time being, we have a package, let's say 0. Okay, and we have a package hero. Two packages we have, 0 and hero. So this 0 contains class A and hero contains class B. Let me just write here as class A and this contains class B. Okay. And if A, class A has a protected member X, okay, if it has a protected member X, then B can access X, okay, that is member of A, protected member of A, let me write it as protected member of A only if B is child class of A, okay, right? So if B is child class of A, only then B can access protected members of class A, even if they are present in what is that? Even if they are present in different packages. So protected members, guys, can be accessed within the same class. Okay, it can be accessed outside the class within the same package. Also, a class from outside the package also can access it, given that that class would be a child class of the class A. I have given an example, right? Class A, class B. Member, guys, member I had already told, right? Member means, hey, it may be data member, it may be method member. Okay, that X, Y we discussed, show, method, those are members of a class. Okay, data member or method member. So member, any member can be private, public, protected, default. So if a member is protected, okay, so actually class B from other package can access protected member of class A only if B is child class of A. So this is a concept of inheritance actually. Okay, inheritance is involved here. What about default package? What happens when a member is default? If a member is default, then it cannot be accessed outside the current package, whatever it may be. Even if the class is child class or something, no class outside the current package can access default member of the class A. Let's say we have B class and A class. Okay, even in if the same situation arises, we have class A in zero package, we have class B in hero package. Okay, if X is default member, guys, class B cannot access X, whatever it may happen. Even if B child class of A, even then it won't be able to access it. So default members cannot be accessed outside the package. Protected members can be accessed outside the package, but given that accessing class, whoever is accessing, that must be child class of it, right? What about even protected members anyway can be accessed by other class which are in same package. Okay, what about private members? Private members can only be accessed in the same class. It cannot be accessed outside the current class. Okay, right? Public, it's kind of a public property. Anyone can access it from anywhere. Okay, right? If A and B are the child classes of the same package, A and B are not child class same package. Naveen, you are telling it wrong. A package, no one can child of package. B would be child of A or A would be child of B. Okay, one class would be child of another class. Got it? So if always remember, child class can access protected members of parent class wherever it is, even if it is present in the same class, same package, even if it is present in different packages. Child class can always access protected members of parent class. As simple as that. So if I write down in order of if I write down in the order of strictness, so order of strictness, guys, strictness of access modifiers. Okay, so the least strict is public, right? After that, it is protected. After that, it is default. After that, it is private. Private is the most strict access modifier. Private is the most strict, then comes default, then comes protected, then public. Why default is more strict than protected? Because child class can access protected members of parent class even if they are in even if they are present in different packages. But if a member is default, no one from other package can access it. Whatever may be the case, whatever may be the scenario, no class from other package can access default members of a class. So this would be the order of strictness of access modifiers, guys. Please have this in mind. Jakia, yes, this same thing would be shared in the community. Okay, so it will all like this file contains everything, right? So this is what you will get it. Yeah, Naveen, exactly. That is what I've been saying from the starting. A package can contain lot of classes. I've given you so many examples already. I've given you examples of built-in packages. Lang package contains string class, math class, system class, many other classes. Okay. Similarly, util contains scanner class, arrays class, maybe array list class, many classes also. Got it? Okay. Okay, Shweta and Sama having some different kind of discussion there. Yes, it's great that you are sharing some information here and you are having a discussion. That's great. Yes, fine. So now we have done this. We have understood the access modifiers and all. But let's write down a code, guys. It's always good to implement something and see with our eyes rather than just talking conceptually. Let's see this. Class, I'll take the same name, guys. Test modifier, let's say. Maybe I'll just use the same test class or something. Test, yeah. Fine. So I have private int p, let's say. Okay. Then I have protected int q, let's say. I have then public int x, let's say, and I have y. Okay, guys. So this is private member, this is protected member, this is public member, and this is default member. If you don't use any of the access modifier, private, protected, or public, then that would be called as default member. Okay, got it? So now, class test driver class. Obviously, I need main function here. So I'll be creating object of the test class because I want to use its members or features. Okay. So what I want to do is I'll be using in ob.x. I'll be storing 10 in ob. Okay, my bad. In ob.p I'll be storing 10. In ob.q I'll be storing 20. In ob.x I'll be storing 30, and in ob.y I'll be storing 40. Right? And finally, what I want to do is I would like to print them. So okay, so data. What I'll do is I'll print everything like ob.p, ob.q, right? Then we have ob.x and we have ob.y. So 4 things I want to print: p, q, x, and y. Okay. So let me execute this code. Let me compile this code. Let's see what is the problem here, what I was talking about here. So guys, first of all, we have here 2 classes. One is test class, okay, and then there is test drive class. So I'm trying to access members of test class from test drive class. So there are 2 classes involved here. Okay, right? Got it? So there are 2 things here. Notation, see, notation you can check it online. Okay, it's more important to understand the concept rather than waste your time on notations. Rather, naming convention and all, these are just convention. You can check it always. Okay, the camel case and all. Camel case or the what is that, snake kind of case. You can always check it in the online. Let's not waste time on the naming conventions. That's not very important. Okay, it's important like when you are when you are using built-in classes or built-in methods, guys, just check out that naming convention once. Okay, you would know how the names of classes are written, how the names of methods are written, but let's focus more on the concept actually. Fine, let's execute. Let's compile this code. Actually, it will give me error for sure. Okay, because here two classes are involved. And see, guys, it says P has private access in test. You cannot use here ubi.p. You are trying to use P, which is a private member of test class, in test drive class, which is not allowed because private members cannot be accessed outside the class. Got it? So that's what we are getting error. That's what we are getting error here. So if you remove this P, if you comment this P part, if you don't use P here, then you are sorted, guys. It will not give you any error, because for the rest of the thing we know private, the public member, private protected member, default member, they can be accessed by other class in the same package. So we can do that. So if I now like compile this code, then there will be no issue. Okay, it would compile successfully and we will also get the answer. See, we are getting 20, 30 and 40. Okay, there are no spaces, but yes, we are getting the result. 20 for Q, 30 for X and 40 for Y. Okay, so this is private, guys, and public and protected. So I hope you understood the different access modifier here. So this is private, which is not accessible from other classes. So we don't use here. Then there is a question, how would we then access private members? If we have private member, then is there no way to access them? Okay, there must be some access, right? Okay, so what I'll do is, let me put it here. This piece of code will give us error, guys. We now understood it. We have understood that this piece of code will give us error because we are trying to access private member of one class in another class. Let's now discuss how can we access private members of one class in another class indirectly. Okay, right, see this class test. I'll just take one member and I'll explain in that manner. So I have here, let's say one member I have, that is private int x. Okay, right? So I cannot use this x. I cannot use this x directly in another class. I cannot take input. I cannot display. So what we will do, guys, here, you need to here define two methods. Okay, one is void set x, which will receive our data, let's say a, and what it will do is its task is to set the value of x. Okay, then there will be another method which you can call it as get x, which task is to return you the value of x. These are called getters and setters. You might have heard this term, guys. Maybe if you have not heard, just let you know it right now. This is the setter method. Okay, and this is getter method. Setter method would set the value of private member. Getter method will get you the value of the private member. As you cannot access private members directly, so these are the indirect ways to access private members of another class. Okay, right? So this test class is complete. Let me write the test drive class, then everything would make sense actually. Right, so main I'll create object of. Okay, fine. Now see, guys, if you want to take input, you can directly take input here by calling this. If you want to set some value, if you want to store some value in x, which is private member of test class, so what you can do is you can call this set x method and you can pass maybe 20, let's say. And if you want to print them, That is also possible. Okay, like data, and here you can call the get x method, which would give you return you the value of x. Let's execute this code once, and then you would understand. This is class. Okay, let me compile this code. K2.java. There is no error. Then Java test drive. Yes, I'm getting data 20. So here X is private member, but now I'm able to access it. The thing is, I'm not able to access it directly. By using this getters and setters method, I'm able to access it. I'm able to store some value. I'm able to get back the value. Okay, right? Understood, guys? I hope everyone understood the uses of access modifiers. Private, we can access only within the same class. Default, we can access in the same class. We can access from different class, but all both the classes should be in the same package, within the same package. Okay. Then what about protected? If a member is protected, you can access in the same class. Fine. You can access from another class within the same package. You can access from another class which is in different package, but that another class should be child of this class. Okay. In short, if child class is present in different package and parent class is here in A package, so B class, which is child of A, can access protected members of A, even they are present in different packages. Public, it's public, guys. Anyone can use from anywhere. That is the conclusion here about all the access modifiers. And here I have shown you how we can access private members. We cannot use it directly. There are some other ways, some indirect ways to access the private member of a class by using getters and setters. They are very important, guys, getters and setters. Okay, is it clear to everyone or not? Please let me know, guys, in the comments. Is this thing clear? If you have understood, then only I can move forward, because next thing I would be discussing why main is this. Okay, no, I cannot directly use that. One more thing we need to discuss first, that is static method. We have discussed static variable actually. Okay, we have discussed static variable, but we have not discussed static methods. So we'll be discussing static method first, then we can finally understand why main method is public, static, and void. My video is not working. Let me check. I'm stuck. What happened? Yes, I'm stuck. What happened? Let me check. Just give me a moment, guys. Okay. I think now it's fine. Yeah. Even I'm able to see. Even I think you might be able to walk. Okay, I think my camera had stopped working, but I think now it's fine. Okay, okay. Now let's get back to our discussion. Uh, Let me also I'll just comment it out. What we discussed here, we discussed about setters and getters. Okay, indirect way to access private member. That's what we discussed here. Right, okay. Fine. Let me close this comment. Okay, now guys, let's now discuss about static methods, static and non-static methods. So static methods and non-static methods. So what are static methods and what are non-static methods? What I'll do is I'll directly write a class, directly write a program, and using that I will make you understand what static method is, what non-static method is. Okay, see guys, see here, class test. Okay, So here you have, let's say, integer x, and you have a static integer, you have a data member x. Okay, so data member x, you have data member y, but x is non-static variable or instance variable, y is static variable or class variable, right? Then you have a void show. Okay, void show. Just give me a moment, guys. Yeah, this we already have seen. Okay, then we have another method, guys, static void display. I'll just copy the same thing here. The system.out.print. Guys, so here this show method, this actually is a non-static method. Okay, this is non-static method, guys. This is non-static method show, because you haven't used the static keyword, and this display you have used here the static keyword. So this is a static method. This is an example of static method. Display and show is non-static method. Okay, right. So now okay, what is the difference between the static method and non-static method? Let me show you guys. The difference here is non-static methods can be accessed only by objects. Okay, and static methods can be accessed or called by both objects and class name. You can call a static method by the class name as well as method as well as object, but when you want to access non-static method, then you can only access it through object, no other way. I'll show you guys. I'll implement it and show you here what exactly I'm trying to explain is. So here test drive main. Okay, right, fine. So I'll be creating obviously the object new test. Okay, so see here. I'll be using like ob.x. I'll be storing some value 10, let's say, and ob.y. I'll be storing here some value, let's say 20. Okay, then I will call this show method, which will print me the value of x and y. I'll also call this display method, which will print me the value of x and y. That is what I expect. But actually, let's compile this code and let's see whether our code is correct or not. Okay, Java C day2.java. Obviously, it will give you some error, guys. Okay, yes. See, it says non-static variable x cannot be referenced from a static context. That means what it is trying to say is you are trying to access x, which happens to be a non-static variable, non-static member, and this display is static member. So guys, you cannot access a non-static member within a static method. You can only access static member from static method. Remember this. Static method is meant to access only static members. It cannot access non-static members. But whereas this non-static method can access both static and non-static member. Let me write it for you so that you will not get confused actually. So the 2 points, one is this, okay, and one is can only access static member of the class, whereas this non-static method, it can be accessed only by object find, but it can access both non-static non-static and static member of the class. Please remember this. Okay. I hope this is very clear. Static method cannot access non-static member of the class. Non-static method can access both static and okay, you want me to reduce the ratio here? Okay, fine. Sure. I forgot actually. Yeah. Okay. So static method can be accessed by both object and class name. You can call static methods by object or by class name, but static method can access only static member of the class. Okay. What about non-static method? Non-static method can be called by object only, but it can access both non-static and static members of the class. Okay, like here, show is a non-static member. I am able to call like use access x and y. X is non-static, y is static, but I'm able to use it up here. I'm able to access it, but that is not the case here. Display, it is a static method, guys. I've used a static keyword. I'm not able to access x because x is non-static. I cannot do that. So you need to remove it first of all. You remove it, then you compile it again the code. Okay, my bad. Sorry. Okay. Now it should compile successfully. Yes, we have got compilation successfully. What about running the code? So Java test drive. Yes, guys, we'll get the data. Okay. So I'm getting show is showing me the both value. X value is 10, Y value is 20. But display is only showing the Y value, that is 20. Of course, X we have not printed. But my point here is this, guys, display. This is a static method. You can call it through object name or you can call it through class name. That's the whole point of static method. You don't need an object to call static method. You can call it through class name. That is a class method actually. This program will definitely work fine even if you write test.display. But you cannot write test.show. Show is a non-static method, guys. You can only call it through object, whereas display is static method. You can call it through object or you can call it through class name. Okay, right? And we'll get the answer here. See? Okay, right. So static members can be called through class name. Let's try it out the same with y also, because y is also a static member, right? Whether this is working, let's see. Java C day2.java compilation and see, yes, it is fine. It's correct. There is no error. So remember this, guys. Static members can be accessed through class name and non-static members are can be accessed only through object. Static members can be accessed through class name or object name. Non-static members can be accessed only through object. Okay, right? This community group link is not working. Let me check it out. Let me like show you once whether it is working or not. Maybe I'll just share a screen with you all. Stop screen share. Okay, I've copied the same community group link, guys. Okay, whatever is being posted to you, let's check whether it is working or not. Yeah, okay, I have not joined yet, but it is there. Yeah, yeah, these details are posted here. Schedule is there, I can see here. Assignment deadline is mentioned here. Okay, great. Yes, it is here. The material assignment is posted here in this file link. You can check it out, right? It's all there, guys. You can check it out. It is posted in the community. Just check it. Okay, this link is perfectly fine. It's working. Just check from your end. Okay, fine, great. So now we are aware of static methods and static non-static method, how they're accessed. So we conclude here that like static methods can be called through both class name and objects. Okay, whereas non-static methods can be accessed only through objects. Okay, also we got to know that static methods can access only static members of the class, but non-static methods can access both static and non-static members of the class. That's what we need to keep in our mind. Okay, so guys, now we have enough information to discuss why main is public, static and void. Okay, let's discuss that. Next question here, very much important question, and many times in interviews they ask this question, that is, why main is public, static, void? So why is the signature of the main function is public, static, void? So let me discuss this out, guys. Please be attentive. Please be very cooperative here. Okay, it's very interesting stuff. See, okay. So now, yeah, sure, Ashwin. You can write in Notepad and then run it in the command prompt. Yeah, it's fine. Yes, you can also submit in GitHub. Only thing is you need to check by yourself, right, whether your program is working or not. So just maybe you can depend on online compiler also. That would also do. So guys, yeah, where we are. Void is a return type, guys. Okay, if you see the main function syntax, this is nothing but I'm just putting it in the comment inside the comment. So guys, this void is the return type actually, because main function doesn't return anything. That's why return type is void. But why it is public? Why it is static? Let me talk about it. Why it is public first of all. Who calls main function, guys? We had discussed already in the previous session. Who calls main function? Main function is the entry point of the program. We understand. But who calls main function in Java? Who calls main function? Obviously JVM calls main function, right? But the point here is JVM present in the current package, wherever you are writing the code, you are writing a program, you are writing a code in some of your drive, some folder, maybe in your current package. But JVM is installed somewhere in the operating system package, right? It is in different package. So JVM is calling a main function from a different package. So main function cannot be default. It cannot be protected also, because we cannot make sure there would be by default how there would be inheritance. You have written the code, you have written the program now. So JVM will not know. So obviously there would not be any inheritance earlier. So JVM is calling from outside the package. Okay, JVM is calling the main function outside the package. That's why it need to be public, because if you make default, JVM won't be able to call the main function because it is in different package. You cannot make it private, because private, private members cannot be accessed outside. You cannot make it protected because you cannot, like, there is no inheritance. You can guarantee of the inheritance. So only way out is making it public. If you make it public, then JVM can call it from anywhere. It is present in some operating system packages. So it can call main function. That's why it is kept as public. Second point. Second thing is, not second, third thing. First was void, because main function returns nothing. That's why return type is void. Why it is public? Because JVM calls main function from some different package actually. It is present in some different operating system package. It is calling from there. So in order to be able to call main function, it is made public. Main function is kept public. Third point is why it is static. Okay, why static? See guys, there are n number of classes. Maybe you will say there is a class A, you will have a class B, maybe class C, class D. all these classes will have main function. I'm not talking about the same file. You can create many files, and there many classes would be there containing main functions. How would JVM know which main function to call? So it differentiates by the class name actually, guys. It calls a it calls the main function of a particular class through class name. And we just have discussed, if something can be called through class name, it must be static, because non-static member can be called only through object. Only static members can be called through class name. Why it basically there are many classes with main function. So JVM calls main function through class name. Okay, this class main function to execute. So in order to make all this thing possible, it is public and it is static. I hope you understood. Sama, I'll come to that, but let me first, like you people, please confirm me first. Did you understand why it is public, why it is static, and why it is void? Why it is public, static, void, main? Is it clear? You can interchange, guys, this static and public. Okay, static and public, you can interchange their position. It is not necessary that you always write public static. You can also write static public void main. Don't take the void here and there. Void is the return type, it should be there only. Okay, right? Got it? So that's the whole point of public static void main. That's the reason why main is public static and void. Now, if you want to know why it is string args, guys, this string args actually, this is actually command line argument. Okay, this is command line argument. Command line argument. Okay, argument taken by the main function. Taken by main function is known as command line argument. Basically, you can pass argument to the main function while executing the code. That is why it is known as command line argument. And in Java, command line argument is compulsory. Mentioning the command line argument is compulsory. Even if you don't send any argument, it is compulsory to mention the command line argument here. Okay, but yes, I'll quickly show you how you can use the command line argument and for what purpose it is used. So just see this quickly. Test main. Okay, right? See this, guys. Hello. ARGS of 0. Okay. See this. I'll show you quickly, guys. It's very easy thing. The compilation and all, everything is same. Java C day2.java. So yeah, successful compilation. Just let's execute the code. So it's a test, Java test. See, this is command line argument, guys. Let me take out someone's name. Let's take Yash name. Yes. So Yash. Okay. So I'm taking Yash. Basically, I'm passing this Yash string as an argument. Actually, whatever you pass here, everything would be passed as a string. We are passing this argument Yash as an argument to main function. If you hit enter, guys, see, I'm getting the output as hello Yash. Okay, I'm using that argument. This is command line argument because through command line you are passing argument to the main function. So this is known as your command line argument. Command line argument is compulsory in Java. Mentioning the argument is compulsory here, guys. Even if you don't pass it, you have to mention it anyway. Okay, that is what is command line argument is. So this is the whole thing behind the signature of main function. I hope it's understood, everyone. Who didn't understand static? See, guys. Okay, there are many classes A, B, C, D, maybe test drive, maybe demo drive, maybe anything. There will be different classes. Like here, I have a day1.java, I have a day2.java. In day1.java, I might have many classes where it contains main function. See, here it contains a main function. In day2.java, I have some classes which contain main function. So many programs, many main functions. how would JVM know which main function to call, which class main function to execute? So it calls main function via the class name, through the class name, to differentiate, okay, this class main function to execute, this class main function to call. Okay, so JVM is calling main function through class name, and we have discussed that if a member is being called by class name, then it must be static member. That's why main is kept static, so that JVM can call main function via class name. Okay, right? I hope it's clear. Second assignment, Megha, I'll directly post in the assignment. Sorry, in the community. I'll directly post the assignment in the community. Don't have to worry. Got it? Understood? I'll be giving a question on command line argument actually. Okay, just take it. You take two argument, you pass two argument via command line argument, and print the result of addition of that. Okay, that's what would be your assignment for day 2. Anyway, I'll be posting it in the community. Everyone understood? If we have understood everything, guys, we are done for the day. We can call it a day and we can stop discussion. We can again meet in the next session for the third day of Java. Like there, yes, there are many more important stuffs again in the next day. Okay, will everything will link up. We'll understand why that system.in we are writing and all. We'll understand that. You remember, right? Scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. So we will also discuss that in the next class, why we are writing system.in and all. So we haven't discussed something yet, which is required to understand that part, which would be done in the next class. Okay, right? So clear, everyone? Great. Yeah, even if you send argument as number ion, it would be taken as string. So you need to if you are like if you want to take integer input really by command line argument, if you want to send integer argument, even if you send number, it would be taken as string. You need to convert that in your program. Anything you send via command line, that would be taken as string. Okay, remember that. Okay, right. So you can check out, for your information, guys, you can check out integer dot parse int. Okay, there is a class actually. There is a integer class. Okay, you can check parse int method of that class. There are many classes as such. They are known as wrapper class. Anyway, I'll just give a brief idea about those classes maybe in the next class. But yeah, you have to convert it. You don't have to submit in the community, Vaishnavi. You have to submit assignment only in the Google form. We cannot review your assignment from the community. Just check the community. Avneet, it would be sorted very soon. Like actually, I think it has already been sorted. Okay, I won't think you won't face problem anymore. Anyway, I'll check it again. Okay, right? Okay, fine. So now, like we are done for this day too, guys. Let's meet again tomorrow with some more important topics, some more exciting topics. Let's meet again tomorrow, same time, guys, 7:30. Be here. We'll talk about some more things. So that's what we would be looking forward. I hope everyone would be joining again in the next session. Okay, you can all submit the assignment in the assignment submission form link. Josna has just put the link in the comment section. Okay, you can also find it in the description of this video. Okay, right? So let me also pin this as assignment submission form link for you. You can always you can all check, guys, assignment submission form link. You have to submit it there. That's it. Okay, guys, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this session. I really enjoyed a lot. So I hope this session was fruitful to you. Let's meet again tomorrow, guys, with some more exciting topics. Till then, bye bye, guys. Take care. Keep learning. Just submit in the Google form, Yash. Okay, guys, bye bye. Let's meet again tomorrow.